This is the first video that I have made in my new place. Actually, kind of emotional. Actually, I'm not even ready yet. I know I look a mess. But we're gonna fix that. I don't know why, but I've been like wanting to like really do a talk through. So I'm gonna take my Mario Badescu Rose Water Spritz. Oh, I saw that my mug was all up in there. Did y'all notice that my lips are looking more plump? Very surprised. You'll see why. For primer, I don't even know what I used. I obviously put like way too much, but oh well. I'm gonna not do the face. I know, right? Change of plans. So I'm gonna do the eyes. No primer, but what I am going to do is just put a touch of concealer. I need a mirror. I'm honestly so over the Urban Decay one because I want the Tarte one. I want to know what all the hype is about because everyone and their mother is like, oh my gosh, Tarte Shape Tape Concealer is the best. And I'm like, how would I know because it's all sold out? Ooh, I better blend this out. Oh, I'm just kidding. I still love this concealer. It's just right now I'm in a dry patch. Okay. Is my lighting okay? I think it looks decent. I think. Hopefully it does. So yeah, you see how rusty I am? I'm putting some Airspun on my concealed eyelids. I'm not gonna do the brows. That would be really scary if I did the whole tutorial without brows. That girl. Oh, I'm such a good YouTuber. Like, you should be subscribing. I'm not used to this setup, but we're gonna make it work. Hello. So this is Bailey's. Okay, bring that back, girl. Bring that back. So I'm taking this little, I was gonna say toasted. Coastal Scents, that's not toasted. Coastal Scents little palette, and these are just little magnetic eyeshadows. So I'm gonna be taking these 3 purpley shades, mauve, purple. Yeah. First one that I'm gonna be using is Pandora. That is from Divina Cosmetics. The middle color is Antique Lilac from Coastal Scents. The more purpley purple shade is Aria, also from Divina Cosmetics. Since it's like a talk through, we're also just gonna like chit chat. So I'm gonna be taking the first color that I showed y'all, which was Pandora, and I'm using a Morphe R38 brush. Use any brush you want. It's just a fluffy tapered blending brush. I'm gonna take this right into the crease with the least amount of pressure. So let's talk about, like, let's catch up. Like, first of all, how's your 2017? For me, January was like the longest month ever. I didn't think it was ever going to end. We went and looked at an apartment, signed everything, got everything, we're moved in within like days. Literally, like that week I was living with my parents. By Friday, girlfriend, I was on my own. And I honestly, I love it. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things. So now I'm gonna take with the same brush, I'm gonna take that that hot lilac, or what was it, antique lilac, whatever. Taking that color, I'm just gonna put that right over it. So let's talk about what's going on right now. YouTube wise, I'm just seeing so much drama right now with Morphe, and it's not like they did anything bad. It's just like what happened with Jaclyn Hill and the leaked palette, and people think that it was set up. Like, honestly, if I were Jaclyn Hill, I'd have been pissed. You know, she doesn't need a scandal in order to make something sell. Like, she's not one of those gurus that lie to you and like push codes down your throat. I'm not knocking the hustle, but what I am knocking is the fact that there are some greedy makeup artists. They can spend, you know, a few $1,000s here and there, but then they want to complain because they're not on the Kylie Cosmetics PR list. Girl. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This is a dupe. This is from Coastal Scents, and it is a dupe for the MAC 217 brush. This is the Coastal Scents 250 brush. Yeah, I'm taking that Aria color and I'm popping this right on in the outer corner. We're going to blend that all in. Tana Mongeau. I used to really like this girl. Like, I was like, you know what, she's cool, she's down to earth, like she's not afraid to keep things 100. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then mute me out, I don't care. John Cookian, we had like an interview with her. He basically did a You Now video with Tana, and I was really just kind of like perplexed. Like, okay, she didn't agree to talk with him about the whole stalker thing that was going on, and so she did like a public You Now. Here's my opinion. Her assistant had receipts. girl, Tana, darling, like, I know that you're like, you know, young, naive, all that kind of stuff, but girlfriend, you got 1,000,000-something subscribers. You do not need to be lying like that, girl. You busted your own self. The 216 was right before the $30. Like, I don't have hate towards her, but my God, she's just, I've lost a lot of respect for her just like recently. And I used to like sit at work and just like listen to her story times. I also don't think that a young lady like that who is making videos about being a passive aggressive person and who has openly said it with her mouth that she is overly dramatic. Subscribe to my channel because I'm going in right now. I just don't understand it. And again, no shade towards her. I just hope that she understands, like, you can't lie, especially on camera. She's just been caught up in so many lies. There's been so much evidence. Like, the whole thing about she didn't know that the N-word was something bad. She thought that it meant homie. Like, my thing is, girl, I don't care if it was 2 years ago. I don't care if it was 5 years ago. Like, we all saw the video of you saying it in a derogatory manner with a hard R. How is she really gonna say that she didn't understood what that meant? Like, when we went to school, that's what we would talk about, things of that nature. Like, she can't be that naive and think that we're that naive to be like, oh, okay, she didn't know what she was saying. No, girlfriend, you knew what you were saying. You just mad because we caught you saying what you were saying, even though you knew you shouldn't have been saying it, but you said it anyways because you're Tana Mongeau. Okay? But yeah, I'm gonna move on because I'm pretty sure none of y'all even know what I'm talking about. I need to go get a makeup wipe and go like clean this up because it looks a hot mess. I'm not trying to throw some shade, but there's just been some things that I've been seeing that I'm just not in agreement with here in the beauty industry. And I love makeup. What I don't love is people that make it a bad place. Where's my brush? Where's my brush? I'm going to take a little bit more of that antique lilac and I'm going to blend that in with that Aria color. For my eyelid, I am going to use, and this is one of my favorites. Oh, can we get in focus? Thank you. This is one of my favorite eyeshadows, and this is the NYX Nude Matte eyeshadow, and the shade is called Birthday Suit. It looks white, I swear, but it is the sheerest, most nude baby pink color. The coverage is, again, very, very sheer, but it does give off a subtle pink to it. And what I typically like to use it for, I like to use it for the brow highlight because it's a little bit whiter than the other shade that I typically use for my brows, which is also from NYX, and it's called I Have a Headache Me. If I want something a little bit brighter, then I will jump over to Birthday Suit, and since this is more of like a mauve purple pink look, this is what we're going to use. So I'm going to apply this on my lid. Now that I have that done, I'm gonna go ahead and jump over to my face. What I had used was this foundation, the Lumi Cushion Foundation. I feel like I just showed it to you in the previous video. It's what I've been using, you know, for this whole winter time because it's real up in these streets right now with this weather. It's crazy. And I'm kind of I don't know how I feel about this foundation. Like, I feel it going on, but girl, I do not see nothing going on. You feel me? Like, I don't see anything. Like, the coverage is so sheer. Like, it says a light to medium coverage. Girl, this is sheer to light. Like, who are you trying to play? I know the Super Bowl was yesterday. Let me know down below what you thought of Lady Gaga's performance, because honestly, that's all that I tuned in for. Once it was over, I changed the channel. I went back to the Puppy Bowl. My husband, he doesn't get like excited over stuff, you know what I mean, unless he like really likes something. And he was texting me, and I don't know if it was the beer or if it was just really her performance, and he's like, man, she actually like tore it up. Like, I was actually impressed. And I'm like, who are you? And he normally doesn't like say stuff like that. So I mean, I thought her performance was good. Like, I thought it was good. I was mad because she didn't sing Paparazzi, but then she brought Bad Romance. I thought the vocals on Bad Romance were like awesome, but I don't know, it was just a typical Lady Gaga performance. And honestly, the whole time, like, I was just sitting there and I'm like looking for, you know, an Illuminati reference or something of that nature. So I've applied that just like with the little sponge, and I have some coverage, like, let's not lie. And I'm gonna take the flat side of my Real Techniques sponge, and I just want to press that into the skin, absorb any excess product. But I mean, like, literally what excess, because I just got that cushion foundation and I feel like nothing is coming out anymore. For the amount of money that I paid, girl, that thing better be lasting me a few months. Okay, Urban Decay Naked. Like, what else because I want my Tarte Shape Tape. Like, I want to see what the hype is about. I used it at the Ulta in the shade Fair. I think it was like Fair Neutral or something, kind of like the exact same shade as this, and it was like really light with a like a neutral undertone, you know what I mean? And I liked it. Like, I thought that the consistency was like really thick and creamy, and it's basically everything that everyone else is saying, that it's like a really full coverage concealer, to yada yada yada. I don't know, I get tired of using the same stuff over and over and over again, and this is already my second tube of Urban Decay, and so I'm just like, I want something new, you know what I mean? I'm going to take some Airspun, and this is the translucent extra coverage. So I'm going to bake my face, and I'm going to put on my my powder, and I'm going to finish the bottom, but I'm going to pop this on before we go any further because I'm going to need this for the lipstick. Okay, so for my brows, what I've been taking is my NYX little mascara thing in espresso, and I'm taking off the excess color, and then I just want to brush that out against my natural hairs. I take my LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I want to just kind of make my little outline. And honestly, I like these little pencils. Like, they're even cheaper than the NYX one. Like, I know that they were less than $5 on ikatehouse.com. I just had to finish the other brow. Like, do you see how plump my lips are? Why can't they be that way all the time? So I just finished up my brows, and I'm gonna clean them up because I don't think I've ever done my brows. Oh wait, I don't think I've ever done my brows like on camera. So typically what I do is I take this little flat brush, and it's a Morphe M432, and I take some Fit Me concealer. I want to take the least amount of concealer that I can on my brush. Okay, let's get back to the mug. This is the Morphe M551, and I'm using this brush because it's a really light, fluffy brush. It's not dense whatsoever. I just want to knock off a little bit of the powder. I'm still going to have a bit of a white cast, and this is the magic I was talking about on my Snapchat that I had mentioned last week. Orpha Zanali, oh my god, I've been obsessed with her for like the longest time, right? So she just came out with her YouTube channel like a few months ago, and one of the tricks that she had taught me, I didn't think it was gonna work. So basically, what you do is you get your little sponge, you whisk off the majority of the powder, but the powder is still there. Like, there's still a layer of powder. And what you want to do is you want to melt it into the skin. So I'm going to take my little sponge. I have been using the Orglamix Skin Dew Hydrating Essence Mist and Setting Spray. This is what it looks like right here. I love Orglamix. Like, their stuff is bomb. So I'm going to spritz that because it's very, very hydrating. Oh, and it has like a nice eucalyptus smell to it. So then I just want to tap off the excess moisture on the back of my hand, and then from there I just want to press in that mist that we put into our sponge. And what that is doing, it's just kind of like a giving and receiving. So it's giving back a little bit of moisture, a little bit of hydration, and in return it's picking up the majority of the powder. And it makes sense. Like, at first I was like, girl, no way. And it makes sense to me, because you can set your whole face with a wet beauty sponge and powder. So I don't get like why it wouldn't work. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I don't look cakey. Like, look at my skin. Like, I don't look cakey at all. It just looks very, very smooth. So thank you, Orpha. We're gonna bronze the face. Like, I bronze the face all the time. That means I have to get a bronzing brush, don't I? This is the Wet n Wild little flat top synthetic brush, whatever. So I'm taking Hoola because, like I said, I don't have anything else, like literally, and I barely have any left. So I've been using this brush to just kind of like get what I got left. And that was probably just a lot of stuff that I just put on my brush, but tap that off, you know what I mean? I'm gonna just, you know, bronze the face like you normally would. You can't go wrong with Hoola, like, especially for me, like my skin tone, like I can't mess with too many different colors, but I like this one because it's a very neutral. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, and this brush is not bad for being wet and wild. Like, you think that it's just like a cheap brush, which it is, but hey, it does the job and it's cheap. So our face is coming to life. And also, just like disclaimer, in the original picture that you saw on my Instagram, I put individuals on. Girlfriend, ain't nobody got time for that. It's already about to be 9 o'clock at night. No ma'am. I'm about to take this makeup off. I'm about to take a shower, do a little facial mask, and you know what I mean. I am not about to put on no individual lashes. Okay, so I'm gonna take my trusty little contour kit because I don't have anything else. But I can't use this color, way too warm, so I use this one. I'm taking the Morphe R5 brush. I so happen to be part of the Morphe Me brush club, and I get brushes every single month, and their brushes are really inexpensive. They're really cheap. I do have a referral link if you're interested in the Morphe Me brush club. Like, if you don't know where to start with brushes, I think that Morphe is a great company. If it works and it's cheap, I'm gonna use it. You get what I'm saying? I feel like this is not blended. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna take the same brush I always use, the 527 brush from you know where. This is not easy. Oh, hello, but you looking cute, girl. Okay, we can continue on with the show. Okay, so this is one of my favorite brushes, and it's from Morphe. I really don't care. And it's the 554 brush. It's basically like the baby version. 551, 554, like mother-daughter. From there, I take the Daisy Danger palette. Highway. You know what happened in my last video? This eyeshadow was broken, but a little bit of alcohol and a lot of patience, and I fixed it. So I'm taking that yellow shade that you saw that I didn't even point to because I pointed at the other one. I'm gonna take that color. Ooh, I just got makeup all over my husband's pants. So yeah, I'm gonna pop this right underneath. I just want to make sure that my under eyes are nice and bright, and I really don't like to use too much of this product just because it can tend to be a little bit cakey. So make sure that when you use it, you use a nice fluffy brush, one that is very light, not dense at all. When I tell you that it will cake it on, honey, it will cake it on, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and touch up on the nose just a bit, a little bit on the forehead, and I just want to kind of side swipe it. Just make sure it's hitting that bronzer contour color that we use, just to make sure that we are good, nice and blended. So I'm gonna take the NYX blush and Ethereal, and I'm really sad because if they discontinue these blushes, like, I'm just gonna be really sad because I noticed that NYX tends to do that a lot. Like, they bring out one type of product and then they kind of like make it go on clearance, and then they bring something else out as its replacement, and it's like, don't fix what ain't broke, you know what I mean? It's been a long time since I've done some eyeliner, and for my eyeliner I'm using the NYX Vivid Brights eyeliner, and this is in the shade Vivid Blossom. I am gonna take these Kiss lashes in style number 11. So I'm using the ColourPop Lippy pencil in the shade Wet. And then I'm taking the matching Lippy pencil. Yes, queen. I love this color. This is the newest lip topper from Jouer, and it is called Frostbite. They smell like cake. So it's a really pretty iridescent color. Like, it smells so good. I don't know what that was, but we're just gonna move on. So I'm gonna pop this in the center of my lip. What that is going to do is that is going to give the appearance that I have very big, juicy lips, which I don't. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Morphe R31 brush because this is like literally, I know I say this all the time, it's like my favorite highlighting brush, but this is literally one of my favorite highlighting brushes. And I've had the Strobe of Genius palette for a good minute already, and I have dawned on the fact that I've only used it a few times. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this golden shade right here and top it with just a touch of that. So, you know, we always apply it dry, and then, you know me, I go in a little bit wet just to make that little highlight pop. just a slight bit on the dry side. I mean, the color payoff is really good. I like it. And yes, I do go a little bit over my brow with the highlight, and then I just like slightly blend it in with my finger. I don't want to put it like right here in the smack dab center, but I do put a little bit just off on the sides just to break it up a little bit. Another Morphe brush, and this is the R41. These are from the Rose Gold collection. I like to take this because it's a nice little pencil brush, and I like to do my little exclamation point. Pop that right there, take a little bit more, and then I just want to put some right here. And then I take my brush, the same brush that I had earlier, the 31 brush, and I just want to blend it out because I don't want there to be like a harsh highlight line. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some of this gold right here, and then this more like vanilla champagne gold color, and then I'm gonna just hit it with a little bit of rose water, just a little mist. And then I always pat it, and then once it starts to dry up is when I then, you know, blend it out. Just make sure it's looking proper. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with my hair. Like, y'all are just gonna have to deal with the fact that I look a mess. But my face is beat. So I press it on till it gets a little bit dry, and then I blend it, and I just swallowed some of that rose water. Just like roses. Alright guys, that is it for this little makeup tutorial. Like, sorry about the hair situation. This is a very impromptu video. Make sure that you check out my previous video that I just uploaded today. Bear with me. I know I'm really rusty, like I said. And if you are not subscribed, again, what are you doing with yourself? Like, go ahead and hit the subscribe button because you want to know when I'm releasing a new video. So yeah, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. You know, me and my little random self. I'm gonna go enjoy this glass of wine that has my name written all over it, and I'm gonna go wash off this makeup, honey. I will see y'all on Snapchat. Make sure you're following me at all of my socials. Make sure that you're following me. Make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. Make sure you're dropping them comments, leaving me some love. I love you guys all so much, and I hope you have a good day, good night, good morning, wherever you are, and love you guys.